These are all AI images generated from different image generators, particularly Flux and Recraft. With all the fuss about Recraft and Flux, we're going to test prompt both of these two image generators to find out which produces more realistic images. But before that, we're going to look at some of the images posted on Twitter. This one user says Recraft is pretty good with a solid generation of a female with her hair waving. One user said the face is good but the eyes are worse. I have to disagree. The face gives a natural smiley expression. This is a generally good photo. One user compared Flux in Midjourney and Recraft by prompting jellyfish on a beach. This image is the Recraft version. You do get the real rawness in this image. The jellyfish in its proportions seems fit. The second image is the FLUX 1.1 Pro version, which does feel a bit edited. The jellyfish is in a standing position, which doesn't seem too realistic, to be fair. The third and the fourth image are from the Midjourney and SD large version. In the Midjourney one, the jellyfish is flying, so Recraft takes the lead in this one. We have seen this image going around of Recraft topping the charts. I don't know what data was there to make this judgment, but we're going to surely be putting it to the test. This one user played with both Recraft and Minimax with this old English looking street. The video gives a solid feel, but nothing unexpected of it. Both the image and the video generators have gotten too good at this point. This one user did some comparison with Flux. This image's Flux one gives the professional feel and look to it. He used the same prompt with this one, and the Recraft version looks more animated. And Einstein is facing somewhere else. That's what the user is trying to and struggling with to make Recraft understand the prompt. So I guess Flux takes the lead on this particular image. By the way guys, do like the video, it helps boost up the algorithm, and do subscribe if you're into more of AI related updates, tutorials. This one user played with Flux. Ultra realism is what he's trying to get. CCTV footages, and not gonna lie, they do seem quite realistic. Flux always does wonders with low light realistic images. Again, these are all low lighted images which Flux is famous for. Again, another ultra realistic image of this person. The background seems legit. It looks like a candid image taken from any random phone. To enhance realism, some techniques are making it hard to detect. We've already gone over these in my previous videos. Here are some of the examples. FLUX 1.1 Ultra Realism. Again, nothing new here. These are what is expected of FLUX 1.1, especially FLUX does a really good job with these low lighted images. I did a detailed video going over FLUX 1.1 raw version. You can check that out for more detail. We're gonna test Recraft using their app. They have a bunch of different versions you can choose from. There's the raw and the photorealism version, which are the main go-to. You get 50 credits per day, which means you can generate 25 images per day. You have a simple box, which you type in prompts and choose the image size in. I'm gonna take some help from ChatGPT for the prompts. For the first one, I'm gonna go with a middle-aged man jogging along a beach at sunrise. And here's what we have. We do get the flowy layers, we do get the sunshine fading out. That seems raw, pretty solid generation, but nothing like extraordinary. We have seen Flux and Ideogram match those levels. For the Flux generation, I'm going to go with glyph.app. I'm going to use the same prompt, but with realism as true. And here's what we got. The raw texture, the sea sunshine seems quite fair. Only thing, it bluffed a little bit with the arms. We have 3 arms. I also didn't catch the black shoes. So for this particular generation, Recraft takes the lead with this one. For the next one, I'm going to go with a close-up of an elderly woman's face looking out the window. And in this one, you do have a quite strong image by Recraft of an old woman. Again, you do get the wrinkles in her face. Again, not to mention these are all AI generated, even though they do feel as realistic as they get. But this is what AI is at this point. Comparing it with Flux, you do get quite zoomed in close-up. It pulls off the rainy feel quite good, but again, I feel Recraft takes the lead for this one as well. For the next one, I'm gonna go with a group of friends sitting around the campfire using the filter photorealism. All in all, it's a good image, but the smile here and there seems off. But also that could just be any normal photo too. And the sky here in the Recraft image seems oddly blue, too blue. Comparing it with Flux, I feel the Flux version gives more of a real raw feel to it. The reflection of the campfire seems legit with the night sky. They do give quite a raw good feel about it. Even the expressions are good, they seem quite legit. I feel Flux takes the lead with this one. For the next one, let's go with a bustling scene with people in traditional attire. I feel Flux takes the lead with this one, as both the left Recraft image is less busy but does have more traditional attire, but Flux on the other hand has more buzziness but less traditional attire. But still, I feel Flux takes the lead on this one. Again, both the images are super realistic. They do represent AI images in 2024. For the next one, I'm going to go with a grieving father holding his son's toy at sunset. The image on the left is Recraft. I feel Flux followed the prompt more accurately, and I feel for Flux has the more realistic fare to the images in this one as well. Whereas in Recraft, the father is also holding the son. Flux just seems better, more real, more properly taken photo. So for the last one, I'm going to go with a heated argument in a family dinner. And we have the queen over here. We do have the tense arguments between the family. Again, for Recraft, the colors seem fair. There is that rawness. There is some tension in the picture. The prompt was followed accurately by Recraft. We do have the dishes on the table. We do have the wooden table. We do have the staring and the nervousness in the picture. Nothing seems off in this image. It's a pretty solid generation by Recraft. I just feel with the Flux version, there are more people in this image. So it does feel more of a family dinner vibe. We also get the tension in the Flux generation as well, that nervousness in the Flux generation as well. Again, both the images do show quite realistic images, to be fair. With the textures and the lighting, I just feel Flux edged it with the multiple people. So I did show you my generations. I just feel FLUX 1.1 Ultra edged it. Let me know what you guys think.